Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wrassle Graps. My name is Chris.
My name is Vincent.
And guys, we're back here again. It's been a week, but that's just because we were trying to figure out what to review and what not to review. And we decided on Evolution. I think the best choice.
I don't know how it worked out, but it did.
It really did. You know, you would think All In, be All In, but it wasn't. It was this one.
I did watch All In. I'm not going to review it, but I watched it and it was good.
But mini review, like if you had to do it.
I will give it a 10 out of 10. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'll give it like a 8.5 out of 10.
It's a pretty high score.
I think it was very carried by the main events, like, or the specific matches, like the bigger matches. So, like, if it wasn't for Tony Storm, like the last three matches on the show, Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné, what was it? Also, the tag match was good earlier, but that's not one of the big matches. Kenny Omega versus Okada, and Hangman Page versus Mox. Now, the other match, like I said, the tag team match with Ricochet, not Ricochet, Swerve, what was it? Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay, the other guy, Will Ospreay, versus the Young Bucks.
Yes.
That was good.
That other guy, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the other Ricochet.
That sounds about right. How many? It was like what, 9 matches, 10 matches?
Too many matches, man. I felt like some of them were like didn't need to be on the show, you know? Like it could have just been on Dynamite or something.
This is the hard thing about an AEW pay-per-view, man. It's like $50. And everyone's like, yeah, he's throwing all that stuff on there, but that's so you feel like you got more bang for your buck. But to me, it just feels like you're looking for an excuse to throw random shit on the show that doesn't need to be there. And that's my issue with it.
Yeah. So if it wasn't for the bigger matches, I don't think it would have been as good. Like I think some of them were like dragging a little bit. Some of the matches, like the gauntlet matches. It's a good thing the main event ended like the way it did, and it's a good thing that all the moments in that main event were spectacular. So.
No, I'm just glad that this week there's no gauntlet matches on weekly wrestling programming that we have to watch and talk about.
That's good. I like that.
I'm glad about that, you know. Especially not on Raw. That would suck.
That would be bad, yeah. Wouldn't want to see that.
But anyway, Evolution.
Maybe you can hear about that on some other recap show.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. This time we'll let Sam talk to you about it.
You got that, Sam. Go get it.
But yeah, so we're talking about Evolution today. The all-women's WWE PLE. This is the second one they've done in 7 years.
What the fuck, man? Why is it so long?
Well, the first one I remember wasn't really a big success financially and viewership-wise. But I hope this one did better.
This one wasn't even built like very well, I remember. So not that I actually watched the build. Like I went into this not knowing any of the matches at all. Maybe I knew like Naomi versus Jade Cargill were having a feud, but the other matches I was a little confused about.
Well, I went in knowing them. I feel like there was only a couple matches here, like a handful, that I was like, oh, okay, this had a good build and this had a good build. But overall, I went into this like, all right, this is going to be a show I review and we watch it. But dude, this show had no business being as good as it was, but it blew me out of the park. I'm just going to say off right at the bat.
As soon as it started, I said, this is actually going to be one of the best shows of the year. Because, I mean, like, honestly, usually the shows that are the least, like, you'd expect to be the best show of the year would be the best show of the year. And I'm talking, like I said, the build wasn't so good. And that's usually when WWE excels at pay-per-views for some reason.
This is the definition of a sleeper hit. And I'm just going to be as bold as to throw that out there. I was going to say to you guys, this is the best PLE they've done all year.
Everyone, big round of applause for Stephanie McMahon. Yeah.
She did the meme.
No, that's not even what I'm talking about, man. I'm just saying that that's
we're not there yet.
And I'm sorry for hitting my mic. But no, they announced her, bro, as the guest person to be.
I can tell you we're so excited.
What's his name? Joe Testosterone and Stephanie McMahon are the hosts.
Well, I had in my notes Joe Resistors because that's what it changed Tessator to. in my notes app. So it's Joe Resistors and Stephanie
Wait,
McMahon
is that his
co-hosting.
actual? Oh no, that's not his name. You said you changed it to that.
It changed it to Resistors. I don't know why.
Joey Risotto. Let's go.
There we go, my Italian guy, right next to
Yeah,
Stephanie McMahon co-hosting.
let's go.
Really want you to remember that she's the one that started the women's evolution, revolution, evolution. Even though she didn't do much, but this is all because of her, and you better thank her.
It's all because of Stephanie McMahon.
You know,
And not
before
nobody
Stephanie McMahon, some people would say, contrary to popular belief, before Stephanie, woman didn't exist, is what the show would have you believe. But they did.
They did exist, as you can see with the opening video package, which was Katy Perry or whatever.
I don't know how I felt about that. You know, the video package is fine. I don't know about Katy Perry as a choice for that, but whatever.
Like she always makes like triumphant songs, right? For like power and stuff.
Modern Katy Perry is kind of fucking generic, man.
I mean, what's that one song she has about the popsicles or whatever?
California Girls.
That's like the only, like the I wouldn't even say that's the only good song. 'Cause I don't even like the song myself. But I'm just saying.
So you only remember the horniest song she's made.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
Wow.
the other ones are kind of corny. I don't know.
Wow. It's progress right there. Anyway, so you get a bit of testosterone and McMahon throughout the night.
Oh no,
We're
there
not,
was that other one. It was like the dark song or whatever. Where she was like
yeah, the
changing her
country.
voice tones. No, she was like changing her voice tone and shit. And it was like, ooh, so hypnotizing or whatever. You know,
It wasn't the country one.
not the country one. It wasn't country. No, it was a
The
pop.
they, it was the one. It was like the woman. They were like, "Oh, thank you for giving us a song."
No, not that one.
All right. Well, I didn't really pay attention to the music. I just know that there was two of them. But what I was gonna say is Joey, Albatross, and McMahon show up multiple times throughout the night. We're not gonna cover every single one because it's not really noteworthy. Just she was there co-hosting with Stephanie.
Stephanie and Stephanie.
Yeah, that too. You know,
Yes.
Stephanie and Stephanie. But, things that I'd say were important commentary-wise. Sasha Banks got a mention on this show. I didn't see that coming.
That was during the pre-show.
They mentioned it right after McMahon and testosterone.
Oh, okay. So it did happen on the show, I guess.
Yes,
All right. Well, maybe
I
Michael
think
Cole kind of
I
sucked on
think
this
once
show.
before and then once after.
I was kind of muting the commentary because I just got away from All In, which Excalibur is fantastic, and now I have to listen to Michael fucking Cole, and he's
How
so
did you
bad. He is the worst.
It was on 2 different days. How did you just get out of?
He was the day before. What do you mean?
Yeah, 2 different days.
Dude, I know that. I'm just saying I just came off of All In, and I'm moving into this show, and I'm like, this can't possibly, be be as good as that. And the commentary wise, it wasn't as good as that. No,
This dude Wade Barrett had the hard carry today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael Cole's kind of phoning it in.
exactly.
But let's
Wade
get into
Barrett, I
the.
love Wade Barrett. I do.
Me too. But you know what? It's been about 9 minutes. Uh, let's get into the actual show so far.
Please.
Gonna kick off here. This surprised me that they opened with Lyra, Bayley, and Becky, because this is the best built match on the show.
Is it? I mean, I feel like Naomi and Jade was the best built match on the show.
Arguably, I would say it's the triple threat.
I just feel like there was a longer term, or maybe this was. I don't know how long this was built, but the other one seems a little bit more storytelling.
As somebody that doesn't really watch SmackDown, for me, this was the best built match on the show.
All right, so be it. I mean, it was pretty all right built. I wouldn't say I really like any of these people. I like Bayley actually. I do like Bayley.
Well, I didn't see this coming, but I will say this was a fantastic triple threat match. I enjoyed it. Great opener.
Yeah, I do like the match. I think that Lyra Valkyria, I got her name right. She showed out, man. She did a really good
Congratulations.
job.
It's really, that's how you know this is really the Women's Evolution show, because he's getting her name right.
She showed out and she did a really good. She was the glue.
Every triple threat match, he has to find one guy or gal that's the glue. This is
She
every
was the
time.
glue. Yeah.
God, I forgot about the glue. I forgot this was going to be a thing. That's on me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. She was hitting drop kicks everywhere. She was going crazy. I loved it.
It was pretty good. I really liked it. Like you said, Lyra was really going all out for this one, but so was everyone else in the match. And you had the Becky stealing the win at the end. So she's still your champion, but it was a good one. Good match.
The only part that I didn't like was Becky winning. Really.
I mean, I didn't expect her to lose. No one really did.
It's true. I didn't expect her to lose, but I don't like Becky winning. I just don't.
I don't. Well, I mean, I can understand you not enjoying the choice, but realistically, what did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I was rooting for Bayley. I was just rooting for Bayley the whole time. That's
Well,
all I was doing.
maybe at SummerSlam. Maybe SummerSlam.
Maybe at SummerSlam, Naomi will cash in.
If they can find the time for a women's match or a match with actual wrestlers after the Jelly Roll match, maybe that.
Jelly roll.
We'll talk about that some other time. Maybe on the Wrassle Graps, maybe in the future.
I don't want to talk about Jelly roll.
We're gonna have to at some point. We're just escaping it for now.
I've come to the conclusion. I don't think you want to know the conclusion.
That you're no longer a Jelly Roll fan, even though he has the one song.
Yeah, I might have the one song, but I've come to a conclusion.
Conclude this, man. Conclude that.
Are you kidding me? All right,
Conclude that we're moving on to the next match.
fine. Oh, and speaking of roll, Becky wins with a roll up.
Yes, we covered this, but yes, that's true.
That is the best fucking segue I've ever done in my life.
I am proud of you. Congratulations.
Yeah, Becky Roll.
That might be offensive. I don't know. Poll in the comments.
I don't want to come to that conclusion.
Poll in the comments, guys. Poll in the comments. So we move on to JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. The match, I thought it was good. I don't know much about either of these women. I haven't seen them wrestle much. I enjoyed the match. You get the shenanigans on the outside with Fatal Influence and Mariah May, and you get the heel turn at the end. So but it was good for what it was. I liked it.
Yo, I haven't watched much of JCG. I don't even know who she is, but I'll say that she really was a really good. I was really impressed.
Every time I see JC Jane, I always have the clip of her and Gigi Dolan stuck in my head, and you know exactly the one I'm talking about.
I might know what you're talking about.
I think you know.
They probably do know, but whatever.
Those of you that don't know, it's the clip where Gigi looks at her and goes, "That's because JC Jane is a punk ass bitch," and then everyone goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe it."
That's insane. But
This is every
look,
time
JC
now.
Jane, she really did it. I don't know. I was looking forward to this match specifically for Jordan Grace because I wanted to see her wrestle. But JC Jane really, really did a great job.
Yeah, I didn't know much about her going into this, but I really liked the in-ring work, like the moveset.
Yeah, you know what? When she won, I was like, yeah, she should have won. That's good.
Makes sense. So you get Blake Monroe, aka Mariah May, as the heel. It makes more sense than her being a face.
Was also very interesting because they did show a backstage segment, and then she was Jordan Grace was like, "Can you please, come out to me for my match?" And Blake was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come with you. Yeah, sure."
But that he means come out for me, not come out to me. Those are two different
Whatever,
things.
man. I know, I understand. All right, I understand. They understood what I meant. Okay,
I'm just making sure.
they understood what I meant.
Look, man, this is a review podcast. I gotta make sure we're being 100% on the ball, accurate.
Whatever. That was the segment before the match, and they seemed very friendly. Turns out that was all fake bullshit.
They did. They went to the spa together.
It was all fake bullshit. And there was different spots where different influence members tried to get involved. They slipped the championship belt into the ring for JC Jane to use, and JC Jane. Did she get to use it? She didn't get to use it. No, because
No, she kept trying.
Monroe kept destroying them, kept beating them up.
Yeah, pretty much. She kept trying to
Yeah,
use it, but Blake kept interfering. Eventually, Blake gets the title, and behind the rest back hits Jordan Grace in the back, and then Jordan walks right into the finisher from JC Jane and loses the match.
Exactly. And then Michael Cole was like, "Is that an accident?" And then Emily was like, "That's definitely not an accident. Definitely not an accident."
Wade Barrett looked at him and said, "Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with you?"
Miscalculation. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but yeah.
This is not the first or last time. Well, it might be the first time, but it's definitely not the last time Michael Cole will fuck something up on the show.
Yeah. I mean, I thought so when Blake was taking him out, right? Blake was taking each of them out as soon as they started to get involved. Only all two of them. And I was like, she's doing a fantastic job. Like, I've never seen somebody, like, actually, like, one person do this good of a job against two people outside the ring. Turns out she was part of the ops, apparently.
Well, not in the group. She just was against
I'm just saying
Jordan
she was
Grace.
one of the ops against Jordan Grace.
Yeah, as soon as she was holding on to that belt for a little too long, that's when you knew something was going to happen.
Well, I thought she was just kind of like holding it to keep it warm, you know?
That's not at all what I thought. As soon as I started holding it for longer than a minute, I said, oh boy, here we go.
All right. Well, I didn't necessarily see it, or I didn't want it to happen, to be honest. But it did happen. You know what? I'm actually happy it did. As long as she's enjoying that group.
Bro saw this partnership for like one match and said, I don't know, I don't want to lose it. Oh my god.
I wasn't like too fond of it, man. I don't really care what happens, to be completely honest. I'm
You
watching
should actually care. Whoa.
I did care for 1 second, all right, but I was like, it's actually fine, you know. I would have been more insulted if she joined the group.
I've been absolutely bamboozled here. I thought you cared.
I don't care that much.
Oh well. Anyway, she doesn't join the group. She walks out, and the heels will win. They're successful, victorious. And Jordan Grace has a busted nose and has lost the match.
Sucks to suck.
It does indeed. But what didn't suck, this Fatal 4-Way tag match was actually pretty good. The Kabuki Warriors versus Bliss and Flair versus Raquel and Perez versus Soruka and Zarya.
Oh yeah, this was good actually. Never seen Zarya or Soruka.
I've seen her finishing move before, the Soul Snatcher, but I haven't seen her actually wrestle a match.
The Soul Snatcher is fucking badass. I like that.
That's crazy.
That's not racist.
What? No, I said that's crazy, not racist.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
I can make it racial.
Let's not make it racial.
Up to you. I mean, what kind of show do you want for the rest of us?
I don't know. No idea. Well, I don't want it to be Tony Hinchcliffe's show.
Oh yeah, I'll leave that to him. He can make it racial.
Right. Well, anyway, Asuka and Kairi Sane, man, so good.
Everyone in this match was pretty much showing out. I mean, I even enjoyed seeing a Charlotte Flair performance. I was like, you know what? You mind if she wins?
I might just say Soruka was the glue here.
Here we go. There's always a glue.
Here's the glue.
Always the glue. I think the glue was the friends we made on the way. Thoughts?
Like Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, they're friends. And they, what shocked me the most here is that people chanted, "We want Charlotte."
That's how you know this is really something else.
We're in different times.
Truly different times. But luckily for the Judgment Day gals, they retain. And that's
something you're saying, gals, huh?
Hey, look, I'm just finding new ways to summarize things.
What's up with my boys? Or in some cases, gals.
How are my boys and gals and people of undetermined gender
In
doing?
quotation marks.
Let us know in the comments below how you doing.
Sure. It was a chaotic match, though. It was very chaotic, but I enjoyed the chaoticness of the match.
Me too. You know what? It was like, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes? And it was just a fun watch.
Of course. I mean, this is actually surprising because usually Roxanne Perez is the glue.
You keep saying that, and I still don't know what that means. But you really like to say that.
Bro, the glue, man. I gotta put on a shirt too as well. But yeah, the
They
glue
don't-
is still Ruka. And
I
Zari was
don't
there
think
too.
I don't think you want a shirt of Roxanne Perez that is just her head on a glue bottle and it says the glue. I don't think you want that.
No, it wouldn't be that. Okay, first of all, she's not even the glue in this situation. So it could be
I
anybody.
don't think you want one of Ruka doing it either. I'm just saying.
It could be no, I'm saying there would just be a glue bottle. It wouldn't be anybody affiliated.
You want Wrassle Graps merch that says the glue and Wrassle Graps font. That's what you want.
Dripping glue.
That's so much worse.
It looked like the damn AJ Styles shirt.
Not the AJ Styles cum shirt.
Yeah,
That's the last thing I want.
correct.
That's actually might be the Wrassle Graps merch if we ever get to that point. Just intentionally horrific looking merch.
Based off other merch.
Yes. I don't know how we're gonna do a mock merch of the Sin Cara one that looks like a penis, but we'll find a way.
There's easy ways to do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we get to like
How do we
this middle
segue?
part. We're just gonna move on and pretend it didn't happen. We get to this middle part here, and I'd say these are maybe the weakest on the show. Not because they're bad, just they're not on the level of the other matches on the show. We're gonna start off here with Stratus and Stratton. Didn't expect too much from this match because, Stratus being a part-timer, I didn't expect a crazy match. But it was alright for what it was. It was quick. Didn't overstay its welcome.
Stratton is a tongue twister.
It really is. They have the same first and last initial.
That's crazy, actually.
Might as well be the same person.
I really was impressed with Trish Stratus, how she was able to keep up in this match.
She was keeping up good. It's just, it wasn't anything wild. It was a good, not that I expected anything wild, but it was alright.
The thing is, I wasn't expecting much, right? I was like, it's Trish Stratus, it's Tiffany Stratton. But I feel like Trish held her own during this match. I think that she showed that she still has.
You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing more matches with her in it.
That's what I'm saying. I think Trish could be useful here.
Me too. Useful. I definitely agree.
And Tiffany should look. She impressed me too. Okay, because honestly, I don't think Tiffany is like a great wrestler. Where I hadn't, like, she's come into her own as well. As the time she's champion, her moveset is very good. The way she does them.
I would say my only piece of advice for Tiffany Stratton at this point is maybe knowing your reputation on the internet at the moment. Be careful with the accidental racism or intentional.
Well, I wasn't even gonna bring up nothing like that. I was just gonna move on.
Hey, this is Evolution review. Okay, times are changing.
But if you want to fucking call her out, then go ahead.
I'm just saying, maybe be careful with that.
Yeah, maybe don't be an asshole racist person.
I'm not saying don't get caught. I'm saying maybe just cut it out with it.
Yeah, definitely not cool.
I'm not even saying it's intentional, but like just be careful. You know what I mean? Like if it's not intentional, be more careful about it.
Probably allegedly it's in her blood.
Oh boy. And if it is intentional, maybe cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out no matter what.
Yeah, cut it out no matter what. If it is accidental, that's unfortunate. I don't know what to tell you.
You just seem racist.
I'm just saying, be aware of how it looks. That's all I'm throwing out there.
Yes. Now, how do we transition?
Is it bad that the next match?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it bad that the next match? Speaking of not racist,
Let's do a caution here. Let's proceed with some caution.
yeah, that proceed some caution because Naomi's up next.
Naomi's
don't
up
know.
next. Let's go.
It's Naomi versus Jade. Bianca
And
Belair,
Bianca
special
Belair,
guest
special
referee.
guest. Special guest rep, yeah.
I don't know if she wasn't in a match because she wasn't fully cleared yet, but I would have liked to see an actual wrestle on the show.
Me too, actually. I think Bianca Belair deserves to be on this show, or deserved to be on this show.
I agree. And the match, there were some cool spots, but it ends pretty abruptly. Like, it feels like there's supposed to be like a whole middle part, but then they're like, this show is going a bit longer than it's supposed to, and Naomi, you're doing the thing at the end of the show anyway, so we're just going to cut it short.
They
But
did
I
all the
wish it went a little bit
WWE.
longer.
They did all the WWE stuff. They brought the kendo stick, the toolbox, the chairs, tables, the Slim Jim. Are they Slim Jim tables? Were they?
They mentioned the Slim Jim table by name.
Wow. It's building a legacy.
Truly it is. Really is.
But yeah,
Nothing really
this match
says
was
legacy
good.
like Slim Jim table.
Of course, yeah. And also Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, and Ted DiBiase.
This is an inappropriate time to bring up the sign with Cody Rhodes with the dreads.
Yeah, it's probably a bad time to do that. I don't know why we're doing this.
Because you mentioned Cody.
Why did they
You
do that to
mentioned.
him?
My question is, how was that real? Like, you couldn't believe that. That shit was real too. I saw it once, I was like, what? And then I saw it again, I said, oh my god, that's crazy. They're doing the
It
meme.
probably was AI. Probably was AI.
No, it was real. Very real. The picture, probably AI, but the sign that the guy was holding was physically there.
That's true, yeah.
But anyway, the match.
They started off rolling before the bell even started. So, I mean, this match was heated from the jump.
Yeah, it was heated from the start to finish. They were. It really felt like a proper blood feud match, and I enjoyed that. And you know what? Fantastic ref work from Bianca Belair. No shenanigans, called it right down the middle. Gotta respect it. This is twice. This is the second time in a row this year.
She's so good at being a referee. She should be a referee all the time.
I mean, if she weren't already a wrestler, then yeah.
She should just pull double duty.
Just use your referee her own matches, actually.
She had 1, 2, 3, fast count.
I want to see her just do the gimmick just straight up, regardless of the situation. Like, even if she's losing, she does the count normal.
Yes, all the time.
That's what I want. That's my ideal thing. But the
she
point here
really
is that
when she's losing.
That would be fun. That's only if she's a heel, though.
Right. I feel like no matter what, though, you just do it,
No, it's only if she's a heel. It only works that way.
All right. Well, she has to turn heel, so she'll be a referee during a match.
That's the goal here. Make it happen, Triple H.
Go do it.
Jade wins the match, by the way.
That fucking ending was cool, actually.
It was a cool ending. It's just, it felt very abrupt.
She hit the Jaded through the table from the top turnbuckle.
But, like, I feel like, I don't know if it was just me or not, but I wasn't expecting it to end as quick as it did.
It was definitely a shorter match. Maybe they were trying to preserve Naomi for the main event.
In hindsight, it makes sense. But at the time, I was like, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought it was a little quick, but I didn't think it was horrible.
No, I didn't think it was horrible either. I thought it was good. It's just, it felt like an abrupt ending, which in hindsight makes sense. But at the time, I was like, oh, that's sort of odd choice.
Bit of a weird choice. Could have been a little more extreme, but I think it was extreme enough.
Yeah, for what it was good.
Yes.
So next up, we get to the Battle Royal. No surprises in this. So whoever was going online saying that there'd be surprises was an absolute liar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Candice Michelle was in this match.
Candice Michelle, contrary to Michael Cole's belief, was not in this match.
Well, correct. She was not in this match. I was just testing.
Nice try, buddy.
Yeah. I thought I'd try. Thought I would.
That was one of my favorite parts of the match. Michael Cole, just for some reason, repeatedly calling Candice LeRae Candice Michelle. That was my favorite thing in the match.
Like, why was he doing it?
I don't know. And apparently, the way Wade Barrett was talking about it, it's like he's been doing this.
That's definitely what's been happening, yes. He was like, stop doing that, Michael. We've been doing that forever.
My bro said, just so you know, Candice LeRae's gonna be waiting for you backstage.
Exactly.
And he said, I am aware actually.
He was like, he even called himself out on it, and then he kept doing it.
He called himself out and then he kept doing it. And Wade Barrett was just at a point where I think he just didn't want to acknowledge it anymore. So he's like, whatever,
And then
man.
he called it himself. He was like, Candice LeRae. Oh my god.
Well, at that point, the person next to you won't stop saying it. You just, it keeps messing with you. That's just what happens.
Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah, the
It's
actual
just all
Battle Royal
designed. Wait, what?
The actual Battle Royal was a fun match. Everyone knew going into it was either going to be Nikki Bella or Stephanie Vaquer that wins, and it was Stephanie Vaquer that won.
Yeah, I thought it was designed for her to win, for sure.
When you look at the field, realistically, who else is going to win that? Besides Nikki Bella, it's obviously Stephanie Vaquer.
Stephanie Vaquer, fantastic in the ring always. She does the devil's kiss a lot. I know that. But it's very over. That move is very over.
I'm just saying, if Triple H was really that guy, he'd bring out Booker T for commentary every time she's in the match.
He should just pop out like the ring or something and start going.
He should just rip. He should have ripped the headset off Michael Cole's head and just do the noise and leave.
Oh yeah! Michael Cole's like,
you don't know what I would give. You don't know what I give for my Peacock subtitles to just read Booker T noises, Booker T noises.
That would be cool.
But yeah, so she wins. Booker T noises on the cock. Gotta love it. Stephanie Vaquer, she wins the match. And then Stephanie McMahon comes out and she does the meme. And I was happy about it.
Grassy ass, she says.
That meme where everyone's like, this is what it looks like when you're the white woman saying gracias at the restaurant. She did the meme. She went over to Stephanie Vaquer and said, please bear with me. I'm going to try to ask you this in Spanish. And I said, oh my fucking God, this truly is a great show.
She was fucking practicing that shit on Google Translate for a long time before she asked the question.
Damn well she had Hunter reading her thing over and over again. How do you say it, Stephanie? How do you say it? She said, oh, I know this one. I know this one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she did ask the question.
In your professional opinion, did she do it correctly?
I think it sounded fine. Yeah, it sounded fine.
Okay. Because I was like, what are the odds she fucked this up? I was waiting to go on Twitter and someone said, why did she just ask Stephanie Vaquer for bread?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was waiting for that tweet, but it never came. So I'm assuming she did a good job, but I figured I'd ask you because you know some Spanish.
I do know some Spanish, yes. I think it was all right. Like, the pronunciation was okay. So I don't think it was exactly like the meme, but I think that the meme is very funny.
It's kind of the meme.
It kind of is the meme, yeah. Well, she is asked, like, how important is this match to you, right? Or how important is this win to you, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she like left her soul in the ring, Stephanie, or something like that. Gave her soul in the ring. And that the match is very important to her. The win is very important to her on Evolution.
She basically says, gonna bear with me. English isn't my first language.
And she did a great job, by the way, in English.
She did a great job, but she says that, and then she says, but wrestling is my favorite language. And that was basically the theme of the promo.
Exactly, yeah. And then she was like, oh, these women paved the way for me, this and that, or for us to be on this show, on Evolution too.
I will say my only gripe with her winning this match and the ending of this show is because they're both on the same brand. Naomi's not losing to Stephanie Vaquer in September, so I don't know how you get around that or what you're doing there. Unless Stephanie somehow transitions over to SmackDown at some point to face Strat.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes in September. But that's my only gripe so far.
Correct.
Then we move on to...
But I thought the ending was cool for the Battle Royal. The Devil's Kiss off the apron.
Yeah, the freaks were out tonight.
Yeah. I didn't expect that to happen, actually, until she started doing it.
Got the double Devil's Kiss, bro. You know Booker T was somewhere happy, so...
Yeah, to win the match in a battle royal.
Booker T was somewhere salivating, brother. Come on.
He was drooling.
I think he was at home.
Oh yeah.
I like to believe it's like he's not watching the show, but he just like senses it happening. So like he's at his home with like his family members, just doing random shit, and then all of a sudden he just stops. He has a deadpan stare, and he just starts making the noise, and then he just goes back to whatever he was doing, like it never happened.
Exactly.
Like imagine you're doing like the prayer for dinner, and all of a sudden it's like, in God's name, we, and he just starts doing the fucking noise, and then he just resumes like nothing happened.
That's how the Booker T would do, actually.
I believe it. Booker T, if you're listening, please confirm or deny.
He's probably the crazy uncle, but not like the crazy, like the pervert uncle, but the crazy uncle.
No, but like the fun crazy uncle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not the one you're scared to leave your children with.
Exactly.
Anyway,
He's using all
next,
spinneroonies.
he just spinneroonies a lot, and he does the funny noises.
5 times, 5 times, 5 times.
What a guy. I miss Booker T on commentary. Bring him back, please.
No bread, water, just meat.
These are my notes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of write that down. That's a daily mantra right there.
That's good.
So we move on to the main event here.
Speaking
Iyo
of
versus
that,
Rhea,
Rhea versus Iyo.
Yes.
Fantastic match.
Oh, fantastic match indeed. I wasn't thrilled about the build to this match. I'm still really not. But as I thought, the match delivered, exceeded expectations even. It did exactly what Punk and Cena thought it was going to do, but it did it better by like 10 times.
Yes. I think this match was fantastic. I really did not want it to end the way it did, but you know what? I was all right with it.
So basically what happens is you get 20 minutes of like in-ring stuff, and then Iyo accidentally missile drop kicks the ref. She's down for like 10 minutes and they battle into the stands. They're doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. And then they go back to the ring. The ref gets up. They do a little more of the match. And then Naomi comes in, cashes in, and wins the match.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that how the ref got bumped and then they did stuff outside the ring, like out to the stands, doing the little dives and stuff like that. That was cool.
My question, if anybody knows, is this the first time a women ref has taken a bump?
I don't fucking think so. No,
Let me know in the comments below.
man, it looks, I don't know, maybe, but I don't believe so.
Probably not, but like, what if,
It's a good question. I'm not saying it's not a good question. I'm just saying I don't believe myself.
That's fair enough. But I was a fan of Naomi winning this one because you know what? She's been doing great. She's been putting in the work, and it's about time she wins another title. And you know what? For her to get her moment on this show, I think it was a great idea.
Naomi really did earn this spot, I think. So that's why it's not even that big of a deal that she came into this match.
And especially if she's going over to Raw now, it really helps, change things up a little bit because it was getting a little bit stale over there.
Yeah, of course. It's fantastic. This is a great move. But I
Then
think
I
this
guess
match itself, the whole match itself, like the Iyo Sky versus Rhea, this has to be like close to a 5-star.
if not close, definitely 5-star.
It was like a near perfect match.
I would definitely agree with that. I think it was a fantastic match. Like I said, wasn't a big fan of the build. That's my only complaint about it.
The build was bad. But the match itself, you knew was going to be good because Iyo Sky's in the match. And Rhea Ripley is good too.
I gotta agree with that. Fully agree with it. Just, I would have loved Iyo winning and beating Rhea again because she's one of my favorite women's wrestlers. But you know what? Naomi wins. I'm fine with that too.
Part of me wished that Rhea took the pin. I'm not going to lie.
I got to a point where I would have been okay with Rhea winning. It's just, how many times we're going to do the same thing all over again was my thing.
I'm saying I wish Naomi pinned Rhea,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, she pinned Iyo, and then Rhea was like, what?
Yeah, Fair enough. But there was that point
I
in the
said
match
like
where
because I was thinking in my head, I was like, this is perfect for Rhea to take the pin because it's not even her fault. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But they were like, nah, let's not have Rhea take the pin.
No, whatever. Maybe she'll take it in like a follow-up match. No.
I don't know. Whatever.
Overall, what would you say are your thoughts on the Evolution as a whole?
I think it has to be a double thumbs up.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to say it's been a while, but it's double thumbs up. I would say this is the best wrestling, not wrestling, but best WWE PLE in a very long time.
Of course, this is the best. It could be the best of the weekend, depending on how you feel. Because there were great matches in the show. You really can't deny it.
In my opinion, this was like, for me, it was like watching an older takeover in the sense of you just sit down and you don't have to know anything. You would just go in and enjoy some fantastic wrestling, see some cool stuff.
That is what I miss. You know, I think that Triple H lost his fucking mind. Okay. And now he wants to book people like Jelly Roll on his show instead of book good shows with good matches and simple storylines. And I think that's what we're missing, you know? Simple storylines, good matches, have a great pay-per-view, and it's just fun for the night, you know? Yeah, a lot of fun.
I don't blame Triple H as much as I blame TKO. My biggest gripe with that, besides the fact that it's a thing, is the fact that Drew McIntyre is involved in this.
Oh shit, we have to go for the cinema, man. We have to go for the cinema. Hold on. Someone get Travis Scott on the phone.
No. No.
Who cares about a 5-star match when you can do Cody Rhodes versus John Cena and have a shitty match and then have Travis Scott come out there?
See, here's my thing with the celebrity matches right now. You have John Cena wrestling. Dude's a wrestler and a celebrity, so you're already getting like the celebrity angle in there.
Why is he bald though?
That's, he has a bald spot. That's true. That might be the reason why. Jelly Roll does have hair, so does Logan Paul.
I think Jelly Roll's hair is thinning.
It probably is, but you know what? It's still there, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, you just had Goldberg on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Well, you know what? Bret Hart had some words to say about that, and that's what it's all about, is being a generational hater of somebody until the very end. I'm going to leave you with that as we close out this review.
Triple H
thank you guys
lost
so
his
much.
backbone. Triple H lost his backbone.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Why'd you say it twice?
Because I'm making a statement.
You could have made the statement once and I would have got it.
I mean, you were talking over me, so I just said it twice.
In fairness, you talked over me, but that's different.
Whatever, man. Because I was saying something and then you started talking at the same time.
You know what? It's been storming out here lately. It's not been as synced up as I would have liked it to been. But whatever.
It is what it is.
And with that, we'll say thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. 5 stars on all the podcasting platforms and follow on social media will be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Triple H lost his backbone.